brand new to the market. Not the LCP, but the LCP II. The step up. Ruger's famous little single stack 380 micro pocket gun, mouse gun, whatever you want to call it. Itty bitty but reliable shove it in your pocket gun with some improvements. So open the box, of course we get our obligatory paperwork. Nice little Ruger branded pocket holster. Shove it in there. Get our lock, a flush base plate, and an extended base plate for the 8-round magazine. Only one magazine. This was not intended to be a range gun. This is a shove it in your pocket or backup gun. It's got this rubber band, which is interesting. Of course, chamber flag and the sticker here. Let's take a look at the gun. So right off the bat, it looks different, right? It's got some modernization. It's got some cuts up front to be able to do press checks. It has actual sights sitting on top of it. A slide lock and release. And they made the grip a little bit broader through the back. Make it a little more comfortable to hold, yet still be small. The trigger is also a bit better. A bit more of a shootable gun. The rest of the fit and finish is pretty much what we've come to expect from Ruger. Very reminiscent of the LCPs. Just modernized a bit. A little bit broader, a little more texture here, a little more feel. With the 6-round magazine and pinky rest, I can comfortably get 2 fingers on there. Now I've got big old hands, as you can see, indexing my trigger finger puts it almost at the muzzle. We do have a small window as a loaded chamber indicator, and it's a single action only, hammer fired. Just has an internal hammer. Let's take a look inside the gun, shall we? So first we want to remove the magazine and ensure that the gun is clear. Having that slide stop is awesome. Once it's cleared, you let the slide go forward, and using a blunt object or a screwdriver, you have to pry this little pin. Doesn't make me happy because it seems like there's a lot of opportunity to mar or put stress on the frame there. But as a backup gun or pocket gun, hopefully you're not having to do this too often. Once that pin is out, the slide just comes right off. Looking at the frame, we've got nice long rails and a steel insert that the trigger and everything rides in. That helps keep that tight trigger feel. The guide rod is not captive, so you want to make sure that doesn't go shooting across the room. We do have 2 springs here, an inner spring and outer spring. It's a smart way to have full spring strength in such a small area, because this is a itty bitty barrel. Not the thickest wall of barrels, but looking at the feed ramp, it's fairly broad. We got a nice shoulder here to the mouth, which should help with reliable feeding and correcting any errant rounds as they're heading out of the magazine into the chamber. Especially important on little stubby rounds like the 380. And looking at our slide, there's a striker, or firing pin if you will. Overall it looks pretty good. I'm excited to get this out to the range and try it. To be honest, I was not a fan of the original LCP because of the trigger. I understand the merits of such a trigger, but as a range guy, I didn't like it at the time. So we'll get this back together and get it out to the range and let you know how it feels, how we do with it, both with my banana hands and with Erica's more appropriately sized female hands. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.